Hi everybody, it's Maureen of Maureen 97 Designs, and today I have a set of stamps to show you. But for those of you who are familiar with more of my work in stamping and card making, this is not a stamping and card making video. This is actually stamping on fabric to make pieces that you can then hand stitch or machine stitch together to make blocks and quilts and what have you. So if that's not what you're interested in, I totally understand if you'd skip this video for now, but keep it in mind because if you're ever interested in this, you can come back and watch it anytime. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the real basics today of what they are and kind of how you use them, but I'm not going to show them yet. But basically some background for it is I know they've been around for a really long time, stamps for stamping on fabric. But I wasn't able to find them until recently, and actually this set is copyright 2018, but for some reason I just couldn't find it before the last time I went looking for it. But then this time when I got re-interested in the topic, because I see some people doing hand piecing now instead of English paper piecing. So I got really interested in it, and to me the easiest way to do it was with stamps, because I'm really used to stamps because I'm a stamping person. So this time though, when I did a search, I was lucky enough to come across this store, Sew and Quilt, on Etsy, owned by LaVon Jackson, who is super nice to deal with, because I asked her a couple questions and she was really quick to respond. But I'm not affiliated or anything, I just really like this stamp set and I wanted to introduce it to you in case you don't know that such a thing is available. So this is the acrylic hexi basic stamp set, 1.5 inch side, and I actually started with the 1 inch size first, and then I loved it so much I came back and got the 1.5 inch size. And that's because I have a project in mind that uses some of the 1.5 inch shapes. And actually this, you can't probably see it, but there's a really large diamond in this set. And it's actually 3 inches, which, yeah, it doesn't kind of fit the 1.5 inch thing, but it actually works perfectly for the project that I have in mind. So basically, let me show you what I've done. I decided to keep mine in a binder, and I haven't made a cover for it yet, but I put her little sheets that came with the stamps in because she has examples here of how you can put together the shapes to make some really interesting blocks. And then what I did was I put the stamps, and it doesn't come on this storage sheet. I actually had this from a long time ago. But I went ahead and put them on the storage sheet after I stamped them all out onto a piece of cardstock. And I measured the sides just to make sure that they were all the 1 inch. This is the 1 inch set. Except for this diamond, which is 2 inches, but there is actually a 1 inch diamond in here as well. But yeah, this one was 2 inches, so it's kind of like a bonus, but it goes nicely with the other 1 inch shapes. I think that's why she included it. So yeah, that's really helpful because then you know exactly which things go with which other shapes. Basically they're all 1 inches, but there are shapes, for instance, like the jewel that has these longer sides which aren't 1 inch, so you know they're not going to match up with the 1 inch sides. And then she also has this other set, there's a couple of them, called the Super 8 stamp sets. And this one makes a 12 inch finish block, but she also has one that makes a 10 inch finish block. And basically it's the same idea where it's just a bunch of stamps and you can put them together. But the neat thing is that you can make a 12 inch finish block in all these different configurations with this stamp set. And you can make a bunch of different ones and put them into a quilt, and there you go. The only thing that's not a stamp is this large octagon, which she actually does give a template for that large octagon in case you want to make that particular design. There's a couple of them using the large octagon. But you don't have to do that, of course. You can just use the stamps. So basically what the stamps are is just there's a solid line for cutting and then a dash line for stitching, and I'm going to demonstrate exactly how to do all of that in my next video, but I wanted to keep this introduction really short just in case you're not interested in the whole thing. I just wanted to let you know kind of a little bit about what it's about. So I'll be back in a little bit with my next video on actually using your stamps. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.